Turn the system over. Slide the manual latch to the unlocked position. Slide and hold the spring-loaded latch. Slide the battery out of the slot and remove it. Remove the 7 screws that secure the back cover. Using a probe, release the rubber foot. Remove the screw under the rubber foot. Follow the direction as shown. Repeat the same process for the rest 3 rubber feet. Unsnap and remove the back cover. Press the release tabs until the memory pops up. Lift it out of the slot with care. Remove the 2 screws securing the hard drive bracket to the chassis. Slide the drive out to disconnect it from the system board. Remove the 4 screws on both sides of the bracket. Lift up the bracket and the hard disk drive is removed. Remove the 2 screws that's securing the keyboard. Turn the system over. Flip the keyboard over and rest it on the palm rest. Release the ZIF connector and disconnect the ribbon cable. Lift up and remove the keyboard. Disconnect the speaker cable. Remove the 4 screws that secure the speakers to the chassis. Lift up and remove the speakers. Disconnect the indicator board cable from the system board. Remove the 2 screws securing the indicator board. Lift up and remove the board. Disconnect the ribbon cable from the system board. Remove the 2 screws that secure the I/O board. Lift up and remove the I/O board. Remove the single screw to allow the SSD card to pop up. Lift the card out of the slot and remove it. Disconnect the antenna cables from the wireless LAN card. Remove the single screw to allow the card to pop up. Lift the card out of the slot and remove it. Disconnect the power connector cable from the system board. Unroute the cable and remove the power connector. Disconnect the fan cable from the system board. Remove the 2 screws securing the system fan and 6 screws securing the heat sink, following the order number embossed on the module. Lift up and remove the system fan and heat sink together. Disconnect the power button board cable. Disconnect the touchpad cable. Turn the system over. Disconnect the LVDS cable. Remove the 5 screws securing the system board. Lift up the system board and remove it with care. Remove the 2 screws securing the right hinge. Pry open the hinge. Lift up and remove the power button board. Remove the 2 screws securing the left hinge. Pry open the hinge. Remove the base part and the display assembly is removed. Carefully work the way around the display panel and unsnap the bezel from the display cover. Lift and remove the bezel. Remove the 4 screws that secure the LCD panel to the display cover. Lift up the LCD panel. Disconnect the LVDS cable from the back of the panel. Lift up and remove the LCD panel. Peel off the camera module from the top cover. Disconnect the signal cable and remove the module.